Welcome back to Two Wheel Trends, your ultimate destination for in-depth motorcycle reviews, detailed breakdowns, and everything you need to know before you hit the road on two wheels. Today, we've got something truly special and aimed that echoes through the halls of motorcycling history. Yes, it's the all-new 2025 Royal Enfield Bullet 250, a name so iconic that it's practically synonymous with the word classic. But make no mistake here, while it still loses vintage charm, this Bullet 250 has been thoroughly modernized under the skin. We spent a whole week living with this machine, from crowded urban alleys to wide-open highways. And today, we're giving you the full experience. Let's begin with what strikes you first to the look. The moment you lay your eyes on the 2025 Bullet 250, it's clear that Royal Enfield isn't just selling a motorcycle, they're selling a legacy. That long, sculpted fuel tank, teardrop-shaped and perfectly contoured, features immaculate pinstriping that's still hand-painted, an ode to the artisanship Royal Enfield is famous for. The chrome embellishments are tasteful and refined, not overdone, and you can tell every detail has been thought through. Up front, you get that timeless round halogen headlamp, now updated with LED DRLs subtly tucked in. It blends retro vibes with contemporary function. The cast metal brackets holding the lamp are solid and reassuring, just the kind of old-school quality Bullet fans expect. Looking a bit lower, the front fender arches gracefully over the 18-inch spoked wheel, wrapped in 90-section rubber. The spoke wheels themselves remain unchanged in appearance but are now tubeless, compatibly a huge upgrade in practicality. The front forks are 35mm telescopic units, offering 130mm of travel. They're finished in a classic black that pairs beautifully with the rest of the bike's palette. Whether you opt for the jet black, regal red, or the new moss green that's unique to the 250. Move to the side and that classic silhouette unfolds in all its nostalgic glory. The upright stance, long flat seat, and exposed engine all scream traditional Bullet DNA. But take a closer look and you'll find subtle touches that hint at modernity. The chassis is an all-new double-down-tube spine frame derived from the J-Series platform. It significantly improves rigidity and road manners compared to the older U-based design. The foot pegs are slightly rear set now, providing a more natural posture without compromising comfort. The side panels are neatly finished with raised metal badging, not stickers. And the exhaust, though it looks like an old-school long P-shooter, is now precision-tuned to meet BS6 Stage 2 emissions while still delivering that signature thump. From the rear, the Bullet 250 retains its charming simplicity. A classic tail lamp encased in a chrome bezel sits proudly under a robust rear grab rail. The tail light is now LED, and the turn indicators have also received the LED treatment, giving better visibility and longevity. The rear fender is steel, painted to match the tank, and beautifully contoured to follow the wheel's arc. The 120-section rear tire on an 18-inch wheel provides both road grip and visual bulk, giving the rear end a planted, muscular look. But now, let's talk about what really powers the soul of this motorcycle: the engine. The 2025 Bullet 250 gets an all-new 249cc air and oil-cooled single-cylinder engine, based on the J-Series architecture that also underpins the Meteor and the classic 350. Tuned differently for the Bullet 250, this engine puts out 21.2 bhp at 6,500 revolutions per minute and 24 Nm of torque at 4,000 revolutions per minute. What this translates to is a relaxed, torquey delivery that makes city commuting and open road cruising equally pleasurable. The 5-speed gearbox is slick and positive, and gear ratios are optimized to make the most of the torque spread. Start it up and you'll immediately notice how smooth and refined this motor is compared to older Bullets. Gone is the harsh mechanical clatter. What you get now is a deep, rhythmic thump that's been carefully engineered to maintain the essence of a Bullet, without the rough edges. Thanks to the balancer shaft, vibrations are minimal even at higher revs. The fuel injection system has been calibrated to offer crisp throttle response, especially in low and mid-range RPMs, which is where this engine loves to operate. On the road, the Bullet 250 feels confident and stable. At city speeds, it's tractable, meaning you won't need to downshift often in traffic. The engine pulls cleanly from as low as up a twisty hill road. Braking duties are handled by a 280mm disc up front and a 240mm disc at the rear, both with dual-channel ABS as standard. The feel at the lever is progressive, and the bite is adequate for the bike's weight and performance. You won't find aggressive bite here, but you'll find predictability, and that's arguably more important for a bike in this category. Suspension comfort is another highlight. The front telescopic forks and rear twin gas-charged shocks are tuned on the softer side, perfect for soaking up potholes and undulations common on Indian roads. Whether you're riding solo or with the pillion, the ride remains supple and composed. The seat, now thicker and redesigned with denser foam, offers all-day comfort and excellent support. Combined with the upright ergonomics, this makes the Bullet 250 a true mile muncher. Instrumentation has also received a thoughtful upgrade. The cluster is now semi-digital, with a large analog speedometer, a digital display showing the fuel gauge, odometer, trip meter, gear position, and even an eco indicator. There's also a USB charging port discreetly mounted on the handlebar, and the switchgear quality has improved drastically, with tactile buttons and premium finishing. It even features Royal Enfield's Dripper navigation pod as an optional extra, offering turn-by-turn navigation when paired with your smartphone. Let's talk about fuel economy, a vital consideration for many prospective buyers. The Bullet 250 returns an impressive real-world mileage of around 40 to 45 kmpl, depending on your riding style and traffic conditions. With a fuel tank capacity of 13 liters, you can expect a range of well over 500 kilometers on a single tank, making it ideal for long-distance touring and daily commuting alike. And now, the big question: what does it cost? Royal Enfield has priced the 2025 Bullet 250 aggressively, starting at around a superscript 11.68 lakh ex showroom, with the top variant going up to a superscript 11.78 lakh depending on color and optional accessories. At this price point, it undercuts the classic 350 and provides a solid alternative to those who want the old-school Bullet experience with the advantages of a more manageable and efficient engine. In terms of competition, it directly rivals the Honda CB350 RS, the Jawa 42, and the Yazdi Roadster, but the Bullet brings something none of these can match: a heritage so deeply woven into the fabric of Indian motorcycling culture that it almost feels like part of the family. So, what's the final word? After riding the 2025 Royal Enfield Bullet 250 in just about every condition we could find: narrow city lanes, congested highways, winding hill roads, and quiet country backdrops, it's safe to say that Royal Enfield has nailed the balance between nostalgia and necessity. It's still a Bullet in the most emotional sense: that iconic shape, that signature exhaust note, that sense of pride when you park it. But it's also now more refined, more accessible, and more usable than ever before. If you're someone who's always admired the Bullet but was intimidated by its weight or rugged manners, this 250 is your perfect entry point. And if you're a long-time Bullet lover who wants something more practical without losing the soul, you'll find this model strikes the right chord. That wraps up our full review of the 2025 Royal Enfield Bullet 250. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Two Wheel Trends, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss out on our deep dive reviews of the most exciting machines on two wheels. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Are you planning to get the new Bullet 250? Or are you holding out for something else in Royal Enfield's lineup? We'd love to hear what you think.